Did you know that on average, today's buyer has already made 80% of their buying decision before the first interaction with the salesperson? In this video, we'll be talking about the rapidly changing buyer and the impact on your bottom line. We'll explore how the buyer has changed, how this shift impacts your business, and what you can do about it. To start off, how has the buyer changed? In the last decade and a half, the buyer has undergone a significant transformation, leading to massive shifts in the way businesses need to approach marketing and sales. Around 30 years ago, the customer journey went something like this. Customer sees advert in local paper, customer speaks to salesperson, customer desires product or service, and then customer purchases the product or service. Back then, the customer needed to have that chat with the salesperson so they could make an informed and educated purchasing decision. Today, the internet is the primary point of research for most, with 80% of the buying decision happening before the sales team even gets a chance to have an impact. This has shifted the paradigms on the roles that have the greatest impact on the final purchasing decision. So there must be another department which has the greatest impact on the buying decision than the sales team. The question then becomes, which department is it, and how does this shift impact business? You guessed it, the single department which is responsible for having the most impact on the buying decision and the bottom line is marketing. This is true for every industry, every product and service, and in every single instance now more than ever. This means that the role that marketing must play in the purchasing cycle is much larger now, and by nature, marketing must be a driver of revenue. Unfortunately, some businesses treat marketing as an expense, when in reality, based on what we know now about how marketers can impact the purchasing decision, marketing needs to be treated as an investment. So what exactly should we be doing when it comes to marketing? And what can you do about it? The obvious action step is to focus on utilizing marketing to drive revenue growth by using the ADA marketing funnel. This marketing journey is key to understanding how we effectively use marketing to drive revenue growth. We want to be utilizing different tactics in order to move users down the funnel from awareness to interest, desire, and finally, action. Let's take a look at how we can do this. First, in awareness stage, we want to use a combination of channels to get our brand in front of the user. For example, let's say you're a unique B2B company that usually needs to make cold calls and find databases of relevant customers that would be perfect fit for your products or services. Instead, we can start using paid advertising or SEO to capture users' information in your system through lead magnets and moving them down the funnel. You'll want to target your audience, commonly searched questions and pain points that you've heard in countless sales calls. Once we have the user's information, it's all about generating interest and desire from that user. We can do this through emails and content marketing. For example, we can run an email campaign based on the category of information that your users subscribed through previously generated interest from where you got the information from. This could be even sending out articles that align with the information that they've already looked at during the awareness stage. And finally, in the action stage, also called the bottom of funnel, we want our sales team to get in touch with the interested user to transform them from just a prospective into a customer. The sales team, now armed with the right fundamental information, are now far better positioned than when they were making cold calls from a database. With a CRM system and alignment with the marketing team, the sales team have higher than average conversion rates compared to businesses that don't have the right fundamentals in place. But what are the right fundamentals you will need in place to ensure that the system works well holistically? Marketing and sales need to be aligned. You should be able to see ROI from specific pieces of content. You will need to write articles that rank and generate leads. You'll need to have full visibility over your sales and marketing activities. And you will need to have a single customer view. Once you have these in place, you can focus on implementing tactics across each part of the funnel and then optimizing those parts as needed to generate success. So if the way people buy has changed, why hasn't the way all companies market and sell? And have you? This may be what's needed in business now, but it won't be forever. So always keep your eyes and ears pierced for customer behavioral shift. And if you want to learn more, head on over to our resource center at redpandas.com.au. There you can explore your content needs and questions, and if you don't find it, you can always ask Elena.